Hi, I'm Rob Daigre. I'm one of the attorneys here at Burgos and Associates. Let's face it, car wrecks are a fact of life these days. People are driving around with all kinds of distractions. Everybody's always in a hurry. At some point, chances are, you're going to be in a wreck. So let's talk for a minute about what you need to do after you're involved in a wreck. First thing you need to do is make sure everybody's safe, all right? Check if you've got passengers in your car, check on them. Make sure everybody's safe. If it's safe to get out of your vehicle, then check on the people that were in the other vehicles that were involved in the wreck too. Make sure everybody's okay and that everybody's safe. Once that's done, the best piece of advice I can give you is to call the police. Police officer's going to come out, they're going to investigate the accident. Most importantly, they're going to document the accident. They're going to issue a report that's going to have all the information about the accident in it. That's part of their job. It's an important part for any claim that you may make in the future. So call the police. When the police officer comes out, he's going to interview you and he's going to interview the other people that were involved in the accident. So be honest with the police officer. Tell them what happened, your version of the accident. The last thing you want to do is say something, try to exaggerate a little bit, and then the police officer finds some video somewhere that contradicts what you're telling him. And let's face it, there's cameras everywhere these days. They've got traffic cameras, they've got cameras on businesses, some people have cameras in their cars. So be honest with the officer, just tell him what happened. He's going to ask you if you were hurt. If you're hurt, tell the officer you were hurt. If you're not hurting at that time, you can tell him you're not hurting. Just because you're not hurting at the time of the accident doesn't mean you weren't injured in that accident. It's not uncommon for the injuries to start manifesting themselves over the next few hours or even over the next couple of days. And just because you tell the officer at the time of the accident that you weren't injured doesn't mean you can't make a claim later if you are injured. So again, just be honest with the police officer. After you call the police, exchange information with the other driver. You're going to want to get the other driver's driver's license, the other driver's insurance card, and the other driver's registration card. Take pictures of these documents so that you have it documented. Everybody's got their phones. Everybody has the ability to take pictures. So take pictures of the documents that you get. Chances are when you get on the phone with the police to report the accident, the dispatcher's probably going to tell you to move the car from the roadway because that's what you're supposed to do under Louisiana law. If you decide you're going to move the cars out of the roadway after the accident, make sure you take pictures of the cars before you do that. Take pictures of the damage to both vehicles, take pictures of the license plate of the other vehicle, take pictures of the position of the vehicles in the road. You want to have a record of all of that. If there's any type of traffic signal or traffic sign or roadway condition that in any way contributed to the accident, then take a picture of that also so that you've got a record of it. All right? Once you have taken the pictures, then you can move the cars if you want to. If you decide to ignore my primary advice and not call the police, then it's even more important that you get the other driver's information and take pictures of that information. And call the other driver's insurance company before you leave the scene of the accident. That insurance company will take the accident information from you, they will take your name, they'll get the general information, and they'll give you a claim number so that if you decide to make a claim later, you already have that documented. Look, not every accident is going to require an attorney. Some people are lucky enough to walk away from an accident without any damage or any injuries whatsoever. But if you're in a car wreck and you need an attorney, get in touch with the experienced attorneys at Burgos and Associates and let us protect your rights.